17,000. And we are off and running here in Game 6. Marcus Smart, so much made of his struggles down the stretch in Game 5. Turnovers, a couple of ill-advised decisions. Jimmy, how quickly can he put it behind him? That is Jaylen Brown to get the party started from the corner.
Well, if Jaylen makes shots like that, Marcus Smart can ease his mind in regards to things that transpire. But he's an ultimate pro. He won't let one game affect how he's able to play in the next.
Brown has been off the charts in this series, better than 35 points per game. As Atlanta nearly turns it over, they get it back, and then Young gives it away again.
Right. And who was influential in that play right there? Marcus Smart.
Early offense from Brown, and already, Jim, you see the aggression as Jason Tatum hits the offensive glass. It's last touch by Atlanta with 14 to shoot. It's crazy to watch the other night. Jaylen Brown, who was so good in that game in this entire series, and Tatum didn't score for the final 6 minutes of Game 5. Quick inbound to Horford. Here's White, who's been sensational. Little sidearm maneuver into the paint, and then it's Smart to clean things up.
To go back to your point, Smart, rebound, put back, influential on the steal. Trae Young from deep. This is a different Boston team coming in here, focused, more determined, going to try to impose their will early.
Jaylen Brown goes high off glass, misses underneath, and Atlanta corrals. Here's DeJounte Murray. Working against Tatum, what a matchup that has been. This is John Collins, had his best game of the series, misses from the corner. And the Hawks still looking for their first points. Brown wants to push into the lane, and then it's cleanly stripped out of bounds underneath with Collins and Capella there. Still 18 seconds to shoot.
Some good shots, some good opportunities for Atlanta. Just have to settle in and kind of match the effort. And I think the force in which this Boston team is playing with early.
Quinn Snyder, Joe Mazzulla. Snyder pushing the right buttons down the stretch of that Game 5. Smart off the quick inbounds. Boy, had a pretty open seam. Then got it back, and he's going to shoot a couple of free throws. Boy, Marcus Smart has been all over the place over the first 90-plus seconds.
But the response is what you look for Boston. Because if you talk to the faithful there in Boston and the team, there was a game that they gave away, not a game that Atlanta won. And that's the mindset that they took into their film session, watching it, and now you see it early in this game.
Well, Jimmy, you feel the urgency to end this as quickly as possible for Boston. You know, Joel Embiid, with the knee injury, it's a couple extra days of rest for him. Obviously, it's the furthest thing from Boston's mind at the moment as they try to take care of business. But with Milwaukee out, this is the top remaining seed. They've got potentially home court advantage through the NBA Finals if they were to get there again. Now, a good start for them here in Game 6. Murray taking Horford on. Outside to Young. Murray lets it fly. Offensive rebound, Capella. Young on the baseline, fakes the pass, and finally gets one for the Hawks.
Clint Capella, excellent job working on offensive end, and then Trae being able to analyze where his shot was at, gathered himself able to knock in the first points for the Hawks.
Trae Young, 30-plus points each of the last 3 games. Horford rolling to the cup. Beautiful dish by Smart. And the Celtics right now have it all working offensively.
But, I'm going to say this, too. You talked about Milwaukee being out. Honestly, this Boston team felt that they were the best team in the East before Milwaukee lost.
Right. Smart, corner 3, splash! Quinn Snyder quickly signals for time. The Boston Celtics red hot for their first 8.
Well, it's Marcus Smart. Inside, easy layup, a paint touch to Horford. This is a determined Boston team, and they're putting the Hawks back on their heels.